The lunar cycle is full of ups and downs, but every part of the process is important. And if you're one of the zodiac signs affected by the new moon, you know that beginnings can feel just as intimidating as endings often feel bittersweet. If you're currently staring at a long road ahead, know that it always seems impossible to reach the finish line when you haven't even taken your first step. The most climactic moments of the lunar cycle to happen at two different moments, the new moon and the full moon. While the latter is intense and dramatic, the former is a more subtle experience, but that doesn't make it any less powerful. In fact, the new moon is what launches the whole experience, as it represents the beginning of a new chapter. The themes and situations that tend to pop up during a new moon are often incredibly meaningful, revealing opportunities ripe for the taking. And if you make a point to start a project or commit to a new relationship during a new moon, it will have that much more potential to succeed. Taking place on June 18 at 12:57 a.m. ET, the upcoming new moon takes place in clever, intelligent, social, and adaptable Gemini, highlighting our communication styles and our quest for knowledge and connection. You've been patiently gathering your senses during Taurus season, and now, Gemini season wants you to breathe in the fresh air and brainstorm new ideas, so give yourself room to create, explore, and learn. This is a beautiful time to have fun with social and intellectual avenues of life. If your sun sign, moon sign, or, most importantly, your rising sign falls under any of the following zodiac signs, the upcoming new moon in Taurus could signify a meaningful turning point in your life. Here's why. These zodiac signs will feel the new moon the most. Gemini. Admit it, Gemini, you love being noticed and listened to. Even if you're even more shy than the typical Gemini, you can't help but value feeling understood and appreciated for who you are. And on this new moon, you're on the top of everyone's minds, because this new moon is lighting a match in your first house of the self. Prepare to look at yourself in the mirror and see something totally brand new. Do something that symbolizes the way your identity is changing and evolving with time and experience. You might not be the same person you were before, but that's a good thing. It means you've taken some risks, spoken your truth, stood up for something you believe in, and opened yourself up to life. And in the end, you've become a more powerful and interesting person because of it, Gemini. Virgo. This new moon is hitting you close to home, right where you're most vulnerable. Taking place in your fourth house of domestic affairs and personal matters, this new moon is shining a light on everything that happens behind closed doors, safe from prying eyes. And if you don't have a corner of the world that feels safe, protected, and most of all, welcoming, then you might want to think about where you're choosing to plant your roots, Virgo. This new moon could inspire you to clean your apartment, schedule a movie night with family, or even move to a new place. Listen to your heart and you'll know what to do. In order for a Virgo to feel comfortable enough to explore the world, they need a beautiful, organized, and peaceful home to return to when the adventure comes to an end. And because you are ruled by the moon, having a home that makes you feel warm, safe, loved, and welcomed is of vital importance to you. Sagittarius. Your relationships are taking a turn, Sagittarius. As this new moon initiates a new understanding of give and take, you're feeling motivated to make your partnerships that much more meaningful. Sifting through the truth of your seventh house of lovers, friendships, and even enemies, you're coming to terms with who the main players in your life are and the roles that each of them play. You're also taking a closer look at how you contribute to your relationships and the influence you have over them. Dig into the dynamics you share with others, because it could lead to some very telling revelations, especially when it comes to who you want to spend this chapter with next, Sagittarius. Don't be afraid of expanding your horizons, even if it means ruffling a few feathers and challenging the perspective your significant other may have of you. Pisces. People can't stop talking about you lately, Pisces. After all, this new moon is bringing a surge of electricity right to your 10th house of public image, inspiring you to release some life-changing news or enhance your reputation. You have the power to receive some meaningful accolades right now, especially if you're willing to enlist in a contest or apply to that job right now. don't drag your feet on this. Because this new moon is getting the ball rolling in your career sector, you can bet that your determination won't be in vain. You're about to climb the next rung of a very important ladder, don't look back. Truth be told, you might reach the top a lot sooner than expected. You are a Pisces, and what a Pisces dreams inevitably comes to life when they put their mind to it.